شفنا سوا البرومو ل I'm not a terrorist أو أنا لست إرهابيا، عرض موسيقي تجريبي من تأليف وإخراج دكتور مارتن لوياتو. دكتور مارتن من الأرجنتين، مؤلف موسيقي معروف بالوسط حول العالم، مقيم حاليا بلبنان وهو أستاذ جامعي بالAYU، وبيشارك الفنان زياد الرحباني أعماله أيضا. بيشاركنا اللقاء مع دكتور مارتن الطلاب ساندرا عزقي. ساندرا صوت غنائي محترف، بيشارك بالعمل وبتلعب بيركشن كمان، وايضا الطالب محمد زعزع. محمد عازف كلارينات وجيتار والكترونكس واشياء كمان. اهلا وسهلا بضيوفنا كلياتهم. ويلكم دكتور مارتن. هاي ساندرا وهاي محمد.
Hi.
Dr. Martin, first we want to know, for how long have you been in Beirut now?
I have been almost for 4 years in.
Why did you choose Beirut? Why Lebanon?
Why Lebanon? I did a trip years ago to Egypt and Jordan, and I fell in love with the music. So I was living in New York actually at the time. So and then when I came back, I decided to try to find a teaching job in this region, in the Middle East, and take advantage while I will be teaching and learn the music. So I started looking for jobs, and I found one.
And you found it at LAU?
At LAU, yes.
What do you like the most in Beirut?
The
You have to be
food,
very honest.
very honest. So food,
Yes?
landscapes,
Okay.
and the ladies.
Okay. I was waiting for that.
I know.
اوكي سو اكيد صار له دكتور مارتن 4 سنين ببيروت من بعد ما كان بنيويورك، وكان عنده جوله على الدول العربيه كلها. ولحسن حظكم انتم طلاب الAYU اختار لبنان اكيد. ساندرا، قديش انت محظوظه ب دكتور مارتن؟ قديش بيعطي من خبرته؟ قديش هو بروفيشنال؟
عن جد دكتور محترف، كتير مبسوطين معه كدكتور. عم بيعطينا من قلبه، ونحن بالمقابل عم نحاول انه نحن نعطيه المقابل كمان.
بالمقابل قديش الاستفاده بتكون اكبر وقت بتكون you're dealing with حدا جاي من برا، يمكن عنده تقاليد مختلفه، عنده opinions مختلفه، بفكر بغير طريقه، جايه من بيئه مختلفه؟
بتحس بصعوبه اول شيء، بس بعدين بتتاقلمي مع طريقته بالتعامل.
نحن بناخذ منهم اكثر او هن بياخذوا منا اكثر؟
هي يعني قد بعض بس.
اوكي، انت ثاني سنه جامعه؟
مزبوط.
وعم تدرسي صحافه؟
100%.
ليش صحافه؟
انا بحب هيدا الدومين.
محمد كمان بدي رحب فيك. نحن كنا عم ندردش تحت الهواء وقلت لي انك تخرجت.
Yes.
شو كان الميجر تبعك؟
أنا درست بزنس فاينانس، وبفترة الجامعة تعرفت على مارتين، وصراحة إنه غير لي كل تفكيري وطموحاتي شو بدي أعمل بالحياة. علمني إنه البروفيشناليزم اللي ما بتلاقيه للأسف ما بنلاقيه كتير بالعالم العربي. علمني هيدا الشيء، ومن وراء مارتن وكل شيء تعلمت معه بكل هيز شوز قررت انه كمل بالموسيقى وبالميوزك برودكشن. يعني
هلا كثير هو عارف هيدا الشيء. You know we're talking about you.
Maybe, I don't know.
Bad things. Really good things.
Quiet here in.
لا اكيد بيعرف.
أكيد. Dr. Martin, tell us about teaching at LAU.
Well, it has been challenging, but we are actually we start this semester a new BA in performing arts, because before we have a communication arts department, which the students could take, film classes, theater classes, journalist classes, but we didn't have a major. So now we start with a major, which I hope this will make our size, the teaching size, much easier, because before we are teaching to non-trained students, right? Yeah. That they want to be in the arts, they want to play instruments, but they don't know how to read music or the name of the note or where the notes are in their own instruments, which for me was very challenging, because I never taught under these conditions. Yeah. Every time I taught, I'm teaching to students who are already trained or know the basic knowledge on this.
Is it harder with someone who doesn't even have the...
Yes, because they are not young, you know, they are already university students. So and they have their own habits of how they play the instruments without training. So it makes a challenge, not impossible, because I have been making productions at LAU for 4 years, but it's harder. So I'm hoping that with this new degree, now we have more specific classes, so the students can focus in music or theater or in dance in this new BA. And the students who like to concentrate in the musical area, then they will have more knowledge and they will be better trained. So then it will be much easier for me, hopefully.
You told me before we were talking, you and me and Sandra and Muhammad, you told me it's never too late, but it all depends on the will and on the time you give to the instrument, to your passion. Do you think it can become a passion when we're not kids anymore?
Of course, I think the passion is always there. I always cross people that said, you know, I wish I will be playing, I stopped because I changed path or whatever. But you know that they want to continue somehow. And as we were talking before, you don't have to do it as a profession. You can always approach it as a
for your own
hobby.
Pleasure.
Yes, so you can train yourself, not with the demands that the professional have. Right, I practice every day, every single day, even when I'm on vacation, for example, my own instrument, and I write every day. But this is my life, right? This is how I make a living and where my full passion is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that if you have a passion for an instrument, you should do the same thing, but you should dedicate a little bit of time so you can do the minimum things that you want to do. You want to play that specific song, then you put the time that song requires, as much time as you need, you know, so that you enjoy it.
ساندرا، إذا بدنا نحكي شوي عن البلاي أكيد رح نرجع للدايركتور دكتور مارتن، بس أنا بدي أعرف شو دورك وشو هي الأغاني، مع العلم إنه صوتك أوبرالي وبتغني كمان بالبلاي. ما رح نطلب منك تغني على الهواء، متفقين على هيدا الموضوع من قبل ما نكون نحن على الهواء، بس أكيد بدك تقولي لنا هيك مقطع راب يمكن قاطع بالبلاي. حطينا بالصورة أكثر وأكثر.
أنا بالبلاي هي مثل مسرحية غنائية، لأنه فيها غناء وفيها تمثيل وحوار. أنا دوري فيه وأنا عم بغني وعم بلعب على التشايمز. في أغاني بالإنجليش وفي أغاني بالعربي. البارت بالعربي لأنه دكتور مارتين ما بيعرف عربي، فأنا اللي ألفتهم وألفت غنية الراب. حب دكتور مارتين يكسر القاعدة إنه محجبة يعني ما بغني راب، فعملت هاي الغنية. يعني
المعروف عن الراب انه فن مثل غيره اكيد وبحاكي يعني اوجاع المجتمع، فليش رح بيكون هيدا حكر بس يمكن على الموسيقيين؟ كلنا فينا نقول راب، وبنعرف انه في على طول هيك مسج معين بدنا نوصله من خلال الراب. محمد، خليني اتعرف كمان على دورك انت بالبلاي، لا ارجع لساندرا حضري لحالي.
من اول شوز عملتهم مع مارتن كنت دائما ساعد بالساوند تكنيكالز. هيدا يعني كان هيدا اكثر شيء بياخذ وقت من وقتي مع مارتن. وكمان بلعب جيتار وكلارينت، يعني هيدا دائما هيدا الشيء دائما مع مارتن. ويعني it's always there's always new things coming up. يعني the last show we had كان عندنا 3D projections وما حدا كان. بس تقول the last show محمد، انت خلينا نقول انه شاغل مع دكتور مارتن، يمكن هيدي خامس بلاي لك معه. اوكي خامسه. فthe last show كان بده يزيد 3D projections وما حدا بيعرف شو كيف نعمل 3D، so كان لازم نعمل research ونتعلم. it's a يعني totally new dimension. فكمان هيدا كان لازم اعمله، فيعني دايما عم ساعده بكل شيء عم بيعمله. بس mostly sound، كل شيء بالساوند،
كل شيء خاصه بالصوت اكثر. ساندرا، بدنا نسمع.
بدك تسمعي مقطع منه؟
ايه
هلا ما في الميوزك تبع الراب منه موجود، بس فيني اقول لك الكلمات.
اكيد.
اوكي، بتبلش هي سميناها الغنيه مارتين سماها، هي كذبه بيضاء. بتحكي كيف نحن بينظروا لنا الغرب كإرهاب. أوكي، حبلش فيها. هي أولا حطونا ببلد ما بنعرف إلنا ولا لا. إذا قررنا نسافر من أهلك ما بتخلصنا. بس مش هون الخبرية، بصراحة الخبرية هي مسمينا إرهاب، وطبعا ما معهم حق، بس شو بدنا نساوي؟ هيدي هي الحياة. بكتب عجبينك عربي من هلأ للممات، أو هيك بتكفي. هيدا نقطة.
حلو كثير. أنت كتبت الكلمات والميوزك لدكتور مارتن. So you're the composer of all the songs in the play. How many songs do we have? Too many?
A lot.
A lot?
We have a lot of music, but at this stage I cannot keep track of how many.
Okay, that's okay. You're a composer and you're the director and you're a professional trumpet player.
Yes.
Why the trumpet?
I don't know.
You don't even know, huh?
No.
It all started by chance and now you love it. That's
Yes,
it.
yeah,
This
that's
is all
it.
the story.
Yes.
Why I'm not a terrorist?
But I think
Why did you choose this?
It's an important topic right now in these days. Because, I mean, in every continent right now, this is a hat.
You can see the picture on the poster with the graphics.
Yes. So I think, you know, it has been a lot of mistreat and racism and hate towards Middle Eastern people.
Unfortunately,
in
yes.
general, you know, or Muslim. And I think it's caused mostly by ignorance. So, and, you know, I see the effect on my students, even for simple things. You know, they want to do a course in Europe or in the States, and their visas are banned for some nothing. There is not a justification just because you live in this side of the world. And I think it's very unjust. And the big problem is this, you know, it's ignorance. People don't know even where Lebanon is. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that in Turkey? Is that part of whatever Egypt? You know, is where is Syria? They don't know the region, but they are very fast to judge. So my idea was, you know, main idea was creating a show like it's kind of a musical show with the experimental side, so it's very artistic, and the cast is just purely from Middle Eastern artists, and put it on the stage in the West. It can be in the States or it can be in Europe. And so I don't know if this show will be as effective as it would be in the West, because of the content, because it's a constantly conversation to maybe why this is happening, who is creating this, what are the causes behind this.
Too many questions.
Right, too many questions. That, I mean, I have been doing a research for the script when I was writing the songs, the lyrics, and the mood of the show. How can I do something so short, you know, because I don't have time to really do a musical because of the semester period. That it can be deep, or it can be an awareness, maybe, you know, a thought of what's really going on, and raise the questions. What is creating this tension?
Maybe people are aware, but they don't know how to solve the problem, and everybody says, I cannot be the only one to try or to take the initiative, and I don't know.
But
I really hope so.
Well, many people are aware, but many others are not. They don't know, and they believe whatever they hear
and
too.
Afraid
and that is the problem. Right, exactly. They see somebody looking different from their culture, and they already judge, or they are scared. And there is no reason why. If you don't know where these people are coming from, first thing is go to a map. Try to read about these people, right? So then maybe you learn something, you know.
Well, hopefully this will be a good start. We're going to take a small break وبنرجع من بعده لنتابع. متابعين مع الموسيقي الأرجنتيني دكتور مارتن لوياتو، ومع الطالبة ساندرا عزقي، ومع الطالب أيضا محمد زعزع. برحب فيكم مجددا. ساندرا، أنا حابة أعرف كيف اكتشفت صوتك الأوبرالي وأي متى؟
أنا صار لي سنتين مع دكتور مارتين. جيت عنده قلت له أخذت الصف الكورس معه، قلت له بدي أتعلم على الدرامز لأنه كنت كتير أحب ألعب درامز، فقال لي أنا ما بعلم درامز.
بنت ودرامز هون ديجا أول كونفليكت يمكن. أوكي.
فقال لي لازم تجي معلمة ونحن بنعمل شيء هون. فعجز فيني، ما عرف شو بدي اسوي بالصف، فاكتشفت وقتها صوتي وغنيت بأول شو له.
What do you tell us about her voice, her special voice?
It's good.
That's it?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
هيدا credit من Dr. Martin لإلك. Tell us about the rehearsals a bit.
Well, we have been having long days for the past 2 weeks, more or less.
You said 13 hours a day, which is normal, no?
No.
That's kind of too much.
Actually, it's taking a lot of time because we are taking care of every aspect of the show. It's not only the artistic side that we do the rehearsals for the music and whatever part, the script and the singing of the show, but we are setting up the sound system so I can train some students on how to do this, so how to run sound. We have also a student doing mapping on the stage, so the stage...
Let's say there are 16 on stage, right?
16 is 16. I mean, on the stage we are less, but we have the technical crew because we have animations, and the stage is... It's not like a stage that you see. The set is, I designed it to be projected. So there are projections that are mapped, right? So the set is constantly changing for the audience.
Everything is special with him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can tell, okay.
So this is why it's taking hours, because just mapping the set and looking for the right images and where are the singers and where are the musicians during this specific time, what this guy can do with the mapping and the images, what are the right images for this scene, for example. So, and these take hours of rehearsals and tuning up, you know, the images and the music and everything. Everything takes hours.
That's why Muhammad said before we're live on air, you owe him a trip to Hawaii, right? And he needs 1 whole week of sleep. Okay. محمد انت خبرنا قد ايه صار لكم عم تتمرنوا؟ قد ايه كان في عذاب؟ قد ايه كان في كيمستري بيناتكم كلكم؟ كيف كانت؟
The chemistry is really good. I think this is...
You better. Hey.
I think this is the only thing that moves us forward. Technically صعب لأن عندك الستيج equipment لحاله، الست مثل ما قال معقد، فكل واحد بده يسمع شو الثاني عم بيلعب لنقدر نلعب سوا. So بسموه stage monitoring. So هيدا كان أصعب شيء، وعندك 30 channels على الميكسر، يعني that's a lot of cabling لازم نخبيهم أو ما يبينوا على الست. So
أنت بكل شيء، بكل التفاصيل حستك.
So هيدا يعني this is why it takes a lot of time to set up. غير السيت اب بدك الريهرسل، بدك كل واحد يكون مرتاح on stage، يسمع يقدر يكون عم بيسمع حاله. So يعني منيح إنه عندنا the latest technology اللي هو عندنا wireless mixers، يعني I can be in my position وعم mixing مع الايباد. So you know, this does cut from the time, but still it's still very dense. يعني
أكيد.
Yeah.
أكيد. أنت خامس تجربة مثل ما قلنا مع دكتور مارتين. ساندرا هيدي تاني تجربة، كيف بتوصفيها؟
كتير أقوى من أول وحدة وأصعب كتير، بدها مسؤولية أكبر كمان. إن شاء الله نقدر.
قد ايه انتوا ريدي؟ خلينا نقول انه البلاي next Wednesday and Thursday ب 19 و 20 ابريل ان الله راد بالاليو الساعة 7 I guess 7 p.m. Irwin Theater. أكيد. ريدي أنتوا؟
Yeah.
Kind of. Let's ask
He decides if we're ready or not.
Are they ready? Are you guys all ready?
Almost there.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, this is the professionalism, as being perfectionist and almost there.
Yes.
Like we still have around about 1 week.
Yes.
I don't think we'll ever be ready. I think we can always be better.
The performance 45 دقيقة يعني 3/4 ساعة. كم غنية فيه؟ جاوبني دكتور مارتين. No.
There's
I mean, you're
there's
asking
3 scenes.
how many songs? Right. I wrote 3 scenes, 3 different scenes.
Okay.
For this
في
mini
3
musical.
مشاهد إذن. How many songs in each scene?
The thing is, they are all connected. You know, I do the shows usually. I mean, this is the one that I separated in scenes, but usually the previous one is we start at the beginning of the show and we finish playing at the end of the show. There is nothing that stops.
Okay.
So the action is constantly on the move. This is more or less the same, but because of we need to change customs sometimes, I need to break it in 3 scenes. So we have a tiny break that some people can change and come back on the stage. This is why it's hard for me to count the songs because we are constantly playing. Like scenes 1, and I mean all of the scenes are a long musical cue. But there is so many songs in between, or so many stories that are happening that are different. So this is why it's not by songs. You know, we have songs that people will identify, but for me it's difficult because I don't see it as this song or this song. We have 3 songs. We have a connection of many other little songs in between.
Okay,
you know.
so you guys can barely breathe.
Yeah.
Right? Hello, كتير. Let us talk about the previous shows that you did here and around the world.
I tell you, I did the first one. It was called Web. It was about the issues with social media, how addictive many people are, and how destructive we get for real things, right? Real moments and so on. So I always try to look for meaningful information that can be an awareness of what's happening right now. The other show was called Pachamama, which in Latin America is the god of the land. You know, it's an indigenous god.
Yeah.
And it was about how we are trashing the planet. And actually it was funny because 2 weeks, I think, more or less after we finished the show, the whole crisis about the garbage in Lebanon started happening.
We have the example, yeah. We're the biggest example, actually.
Yes. So, I mean, I have pictures of the stage and picture of the streets of Lebanon, and it was pretty much similar for some weird reason.
So Lebanon and Lebanese people are helping you.
Yes, of course.
To find
it's an inspiration. And the last show before this one, I was so tired of doing this big production because it's a lot of time. I didn't want to go into deep writing and thinking. So I just did one show called Jazz in the Living Room where I train the students who sign up for this course just to have an idea, not to be a jazz player, but to have an idea how jazz works, more or less. So, and we set up the stage as a living room, and I play in a couch, like very comfortable.
Nice.
All concert long,
nice.
Yes. So, and we did just very known songs in the jazz, but I went like chronologically from the beginning of the jazz till what's going on right now, and jazz-wise. To the level that the students can play, of course. And then, you know, I decided to do this one.
Why did you choose Muhammad and Sandra and the others? Why Muhammad and Sandra, as long as they're with us today?
I think they choose me.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, this is...
I wonder why.
You know, this is a course, actually. I think Mo, the first show that I did, was interested in sound, and he was doing some music production songs, so he was always sharing with me. But at that time, I have somebody doing this. I have a DJ in that show, for example. See, I take whoever signed up for the course. I don't know what I'm going to have. Never. Every time I open this course, it's okay, whoever signed up, let's see what it is. And then I drive for this. You know, there was a show I have 2 bass players, for example, that you never have 2 bass players.
But it's been 5 years Muhammad is working with you.
Yeah, so he's always coming back to the shows. He's always joined us. And Sandra came the previous show to this course, and I mean, I asked them, what do you play? What do you do? What, you know, what do with you? And she said, I don't do anything. I don't know. I just want to play this thing. I said, what this thing is?
It's a good thing, though, you discovered her voice.
The drum, right? Okay. I told her I don't train students to play instruments. I just train them to play the music for the show. So it's not, a class to learn how to play, but what to play.
Yeah.
But during the semester, I gave her, I have a cajon, this box that you play on, you sit on and play. So I was giving her some rhythms, try to do this, because I'm not a drummer either, but I play this thing. Barely play. But so I told her how to play it, the basic rhythms, and then, I started having songs, and I have some other students that were very shy. They want to sing, but they were very shy, and Sandra was always, I want to try. Okay, sing it. If you can sing it by next week, you have the song. And so she was always pushing herself to try new things. So this is why she's back.
That's good. قد ايه تعتقدوا رح بيكون في عالم الأربعاء والخميس؟ يعني expectations for Wednesday and Thursday.
صراحة ما في وقت نفكر أصلا قد ايه عالم حتجي. We just do the best we can. مين ما اجى مين ما اجى.
اكيد رفقاتنا واهلنا كلهم حيكونوا موجودين لحالهم بيعملوا اودينس.
صحيح 100%. خلينا نرجع نذكر انه العرض اذا ليومين، الخميس الاربعاء والخميس ب 19 و20 ابريل بايروين ثياتر بالاليو بيروت كامبس. اكيد 10,000 البطاقات كلها ب 10,000 او ابتداء من 10؟
لا كلها
10,000 لتكون افوردبل للكل. اكيد ان شاء الله يكونوا كتار. دكتور مارتين, what's next?
I don't know yet. Vacation.
Vacation. Most important thing right now.
Yes.
It was a pleasure having you with us.
It's
a pleasure having you in Beirut.
Thanks.
Your students are very lucky, of course.
Thank you.
I was very lucky to meet you. ساندرا أهلا وسهلا فيكي و good luck. أكيد انبسطنا فيكي كتير ومحمد كمان و good luck ل next week إن الله راد وإن شاء الله بنرجع بنشوفكم قريبا ببلاي جديدة. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes.
Thank you
with
very
a new
much.
play. You're welcome.
Thank you.
بعد الإعلان مشاهدينا بضيافتنا ليليان وأنا الشاعرة سعاد صليبي. تابعونا بعد هالبريك.